Extreme flooding swept across parts of Hudson Valley. That rain so bad. That video can be seen of a motorist just trying to navigate the Storm King Highway in Cornwall, where heavy flooding poured down the cliffs. At least one person in New York was killed when rushing floodwaters surrounded her home. Ashlie Rodriguez is live in Highland Falls, New York with the very latest. Ashlie.
This was an extraordinary weather event. 9 inches of rain fell last night. That's the equivalent to 90 inches of snow, but it falls all at once. Now, the good news is the storm looks like it's moving east, and we are not anticipating New York will receive any more damage. But we just heard from the governor who was out here about an hour ago. She is warning people, be ready just in case, especially if you live in the northern part of the state, have a safety plan in place. We also heard from the Orange County executive who says they have just finished dealing with the rescue calls. Now they are working on repair and recovery. They have to first assess the damage to the infrastructure, figure out how safe it is to even begin repairing it, and then figure out how much it will cost to fix so they can tell FEMA who was involved, because the governor issued a state of emergency. Now, Senator Schumer and the White House have also offered to help because the damage to the roads and bridges in this community and others is in the tens of millions of dollars. They are calling this a 1,000-year storm, and after a number of unprecedented weather events, including a deluge of snowfall 9 months ago and smoke from wildfires filling our skies, Governor Hochul says New Yorkers have to be prepared for the worst because the worst continues to happen.
My friends, this is the new normal. And we in government, working with our partners on the ground, have to work with our communities to build up resiliency, to be prepared for the worst because the worst continues to happen. You only need to walk through the streets and see the pain in people's eyes as they describe to me their loss, their fear, their anxiety.
Now, last night was harrowing. You mentioned that a woman was killed. We learned today that her fiance was watching her as she had grabbed her dogs and was trying to escape the floodwaters, but was swept away and drowned. 50 people had to be rescued, but they are assuming that many of the rescues went unreported because firefighters went from house to house last night, helping everyone they could. At one point, 700 people were stranded. Power was out, and cell service in this area is still very hard to get. Now, they say they were prepared. They had thousands of workers, emergency workers, in place to deal with all this because they knew that this storm was coming. Now, as for the Popolopen Bridge that was completely destroyed, that is a main artery in and out of this town, and the county is warning residents who are very worried about getting in and out that this will take a long time to repair. In Highland Falls, Bianca, we'll send it back to you. We will have an update, though, coming up tonight on Fox.